one little new thing that's completely changed my hair. Good morning. This is my updated curly hair routine. If you are new, welcome. Before I get into the routine, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's different because everything's different. But if you're new, feel free to skip ahead. And of course, I'm going to talk about the star of this routine, the thing that I have been freaking out over. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I was using Kinky Curly. But fairly recently, I haven't been able to get their products in Canada. It's like a breakup, but like you didn't want to break up, but they wanted to break up with you. Luckily, my younger sister, Caitlin, was kind enough to let me use some of her hair products to test them out after a very unfortunate and sad failed attempt at getting Kinky Curly at a beauty supply store. So I was very skeptical because I'm very particular about my hair products. I know there's nothing bad in these ingredients, of course, just sometimes certain ingredients aren't necessarily good for my hair. My hair is very fine. It is very easily weighed down. It's very easily broken off. To paint a picture, when I was 13, I really wanted to get my hair relaxed because my older sister got her hair relaxed and I wanted my hair to be permanently straight. My sister did it, her hair was perfectly fine, so I thought my hair would be fine. Wrong! It was not fine. When I relaxed my hair, all of it broke off. Different hair types can handle different things. I'm very wary of what I put in my hair. The stuff that I was concerned about in these were the butters. I tried it and I loved it. It was great and I purchased it on Amazon that night. So what I've been using is the Miel Pomegranate and Honey. The leave-in conditioner is very light. The Curl Smoothie, which is a little bit thicker. On days when I don't style my hair and I just like want it to be in braids or something, I would just use these two together. Today, since we are styling my hair, I'm going to be using these two together as leave-in products. So the leave-in conditioner and the Coil Sculpting Custard. This is very nice. Kind of similar consistency to what I was using before, the Kinky Curly Custard. I loved that stuff so much. Maybe one day we'll be together again. As for cleansing and conditioning, that is also new. I did a Instagram collaboration with the hair routine and they sent me some hair products and this is what I've been using since October. First of all, let's just talk about this beautiful packaging. It's glass, like so nice. It does a great job of cleansing, great job of conditioning, super clean products. So I've been using that and using all of these all together and it's been good, it's been great. But I added in one thing recently. One little new thing that I didn't think was going to do anything, but it's completely changed my hair. I still don't really understand it to this day. I actually got to watch along as I tried it for the first time over in my Instagram stories. And I thought it was just going to be like a regular wash day. And then it wasn't. My hair was transformed. It is the Christoph Robin. So I got this with my Sephora points. This is actually my second bottle because I'm that much obsessed with it. And when I got it, I wasn't expecting anything special. How could something that's in your hair for 2 to 3 minutes make a huge difference? That's what I thought. More than pleasantly surprised. I was like, shaky, but not straight. So the first time I used this, I used an entire jar. And for me and my hair length, I think that's perfect. My last wash, I used half of this new second jar just to save the product, make it last a little bit longer. The big jar has not shipped yet. I ordered it over a week ago. So hopefully we'll be together again soon. This will be my last wash with it. My gift to you. That is everything that is new. If you skipped ahead to this point in the video, we're gonna get started. First step, the most important step for me is the scalp. It's the part of your hair that you can feel. So I really like to give that extra special attention. If you don't already have one of these guys, scalp exfoliating brush, I highly recommend getting one just to get rid of all of the dead skin, all of the product buildup. Just get it off your scalp so it's easily washed away. And I also use my hands a little bit. But before I get to that, I just want to show you really quick. Look at my hair. What day is it? It is, today's day 6. Day 6 hair. Because of this, my hair mask. My hair does not usually look like this. Crazy. Love it. So we're gonna do my scalp exfoliation. My hands are really cold right now, so this feels extra good. I'll set a timer. We'll do it for about 15 minutes. And I'll see you back here when I'm done. Ooh, I'm already getting some good chunk off my scalp. Oh, so satisfying. I'll be right back. And you know that you did a good job. Your hair looks like this. Next step is pre-shower detangling, which you're definitely going to need after doing this to our hair. Now that my hair is longer, I need to do this step. I find that once my hair gets wet, it's almost like it gets even more tangled. So the most manual way to go about this, I find, is just to take a little bit at a time to not overwhelm yourself. Got this off of Amazon. It's sandalwood. Another benefit of the hair mask, it's the gift that keeps on giving, I'm telling you, is that I find that my hair is easier to detangle. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You leave the product in for 2 minutes and it just like changes so many things. And I will see you when we're all done. Now that we're detangled, we're gonna go in the shower. Okay, let's get started. I'm very cold. Now that we are wet, we can shampoo. I like to use about 2 pumps, one for the front and one for the back. And I'm just gonna scrub it in with my hands a little bit. It's very scalp stimulating, which is great. Sometimes I'll even take my scalp brush and just go through again. This is a great opportunity to clean your scalp brush. Okay. Now it's the star of the routine. We're going to be using the hair mask. I would say this is more than half. From root to tip, we're going to scoop it out. We're not going to waste any of it. Full-size jar of this is $94 Canadian. I don't know what that is in American. I'm not a calculator, but that's a lot for something that you wash down the drain. But I was able to get a full-size jar at a pretty good discount. Lookfantastic.ca. Sorry, I'm shivering. It's really cold. Can you tell how much I love you? I'm just gonna use up all of it. But I'm not gonna throw this out. So when I get my full-size bottle, I'm just gonna scoop product into here and I'm gonna use this so I know exactly how much product to use every time to get the perfect results. Okay, so I'm gonna let this soak in for 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna open the door again for a second just to tell you some things while we wait for this to soak in. When I read the reviews on this hair mask before I decided to get it with my Sephora points the first time, a lot of people complained about the smell. You should know, it does have a smell that not everyone loves and apparently a lot of people despise. First time I used it, I definitely noticed it kind of smells like mothballs. So if that's not really your thing, you may not be able to get past the scent if you're really sensitive to smells. I probably would get this hair mask, but I personally, I don't mind it. I don't even notice it anymore. I might even go as far as to say that I kind of like it now. Isn't that funny? I'm gonna rinse this out now. It's probably been 2 minutes, maybe 5, and I will see you back for the next step. And now we're going to do the hair routine conditioner, and this is just going to lock everything in place. Full pump on one side, and like you've seen in this routine, it's been so easy to detangle in the shower because I already did all of the hard work. See you in a minute. I just broke my hand on my shower door. A fun quirk that I just learned about this camera is that it shuts off video recording after 20 minutes. With my previous routine, I was also using a third product. It was their hair mask, and that was actually the second step. And I found that this worked really well just to lock everything in. So I've actually continued to do that with the Christoph Robin hair mask. That's my second step, this is my third step. And just in case it got a little bit too dry while I was getting ready, I'm just gonna re-wet it a little bit with just water. but my hair takes forever to dry, so chances are it's still wet. Oh yeah, we're still really wet. Just gonna give it a little extra wet up. My product works best when you put it in really wet. So if I decide that I want to put my hair parted to this side, or that side, this is how I would do it. Section up here, which would be the side that would go this way or that way. And I'm just going to put it out of the way for now. I'm going to take these two sections, and this is what I'm going to work on now. My hair dries first at the ends and like takes the longest at the roots, so that's where I'm going to focus my efforts. That's good. So now I'm going to put in a pump of leave-in conditioner. Are we focused? We are, cool. So I'm going to do a pump of this on one side, focusing on the ends. I'm going to do the next side. Oh wow, it's slippery. Oh, it's slipping. One pump. So the next thing I put in is the Coil Sculpting Custard. This is kind of like my dupe for the curling custard. Wow, I can't get this open that much. For both sides. The product is in. I'm going to, this is the only time I use my finger tooth comb, my fine tooth comb. And I'm just gonna get out any leftover knots. And I wanna make sure that my hair is perfectly detangled, because if there's any tiny little knot, it will ruin the results. Now I'm going to finger coil. I am back on finger coiling. I've been finger coiling again for a while, mostly because my hair is long now. It's just, it gets tangled so easily, and finger coiling is a great way to keep my curls together over the week. We are finished finger coiling one side. So now all I've been doing is just lightly scrunching just to get some curl definition, and that is it. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. The two halves are finished. Now we're going to tackle the top. So we definitely want to re-wet the top piece because it has been left to dry the longest. Now we're just going to use approximately the same amount of product that we used for the other sections. One pump leave-in conditioner. I kind of like putting the product in a unicorn style fashion. That much sculpting custard. Now when I use the Christoph Robin, my hair will shrink up a lot, and that's what took me by surprise, and that's what I wasn't expecting, because when my hair was wet, it just looked regular, but when it dried, I was just blown away. And because of that shrinkage, my bangs come back. My bangs that I've been kind of growing out shrink all the way back up almost to their original cut length. I'm gonna do those first. So I'm just gonna finger curl them just like I did before. Finger curling is kind of intuitive. You kind of have to feel where your hair wants to curl. Because if you make the oils too big, then your hair will kind of start to separate weird, and still using the comb to flatten out the cuticles so we can get the best curl possible. Cool. Just gonna scrunch that up lightly like I did everywhere else. Okay, we're gonna get this section back. Sometimes putting your hair in a bun when it's wet can make your hair get tangled up, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna do like before. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going through just like this towards the front of my face. When I'm done finger coiling, we can do the final little scrunch. You know you're done when you look like this. Now we're just gonna lightly scrunch again. And while it dries, I just like to keep it moving so it doesn't dry and flat. Since we did start this hair routine so early today, I can actually let this naturally air dry and go about my day. And I will see you guys back in probably about 3 hours. See you guys later. Oh, an important note while you're drying, try not to touch it too much. The more that you touch it, the more that you disturb the curls, the more frizz you're gonna get. See you in 3 hours. We're back. We're dried. Are we 100%? I'd say we're like 97% dried. So now is a great time to just scrunch this out and get it nice and soft. Right now, You can tell it looks a little bit crispy. It kind of appears like it's still wet, but it's dry. Scrunch it out until it feels and looks soft. Just gonna let that a little bit. I feel like I'm choking. Oh, I love it so much. That is it. This is my updated curly hair routine with my life-changing hair mask that I love so much. It's everything that I'd want in a wash day. It's hydrated, it's divine, it's voluminous. The curls are perfect, every single one, and it just looks so healthy. It doesn't even look real. All the same methods, all the same products. You just make one little change and it could change everything. And I think that's what we're always looking for when we try something new. We're looking for something that's really gonna make a big difference. So happy I put it in my Sephora cart. If you're wondering about the smell, I can hardly smell it. In fact, like I said in the shower, I kind of like the smell a little bit. It's kind of comforting. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.